So one thing I do want to talk about before we get into your backstory and everything, just because we're fresh off of it, at least now. I mean, if you're a Patreon member and you're watching live, this will make sense to you in the moment. If you're not and you're watching this when it's released, it'll be weeks later. So maybe it's old news, but to us, it's new news. So we're talking about it now. So Anora swept the Oscars last night.
Yes.
Which we're in the sex work community very excited about. Anora was directed by Sean Baker, who is always been very much an ally of the sex work community, where his movies are indie and a lot of them revolve around like the adult industry and sex work. And what was really great about Anora winning like lead actress, best editing, best screenplay, and best picture, which is
basically
amazing,
everything.
and best directing. Oh my gosh, can't forget that, was the fact that not only did Sean Baker go up on stage and thank the sex work community and thank them for like their stories and call himself an ally, so did the lead actress who won.
Who's adorable.
Who's so adorable.
Everyone across paths.
Yeah, I mean, how much of an ally are you?
Come over here.
Her name's Mickey. I'm blanking on her last name now.
I just had it.
I know. I think it's 2 M's. It's
It
like
is.
Mickey something. Sorry.
Madison.
Mickey Madison. Yeah. That sounds like a porn name, kind of,
Hey,
to be
Mickey.
honest. Come on, Mickey.
Come on over.
Come on over. But that, for me, like, that was really cool because, you know, I mean, we've always been like the black sheep of the entertainment industry, right?
100%.
Like porn, like we've always been looked down upon by Hollywood.
100%.
And to see, like, to be legitimized and recognized on the stage at the Oscars, the biggest night in Hollywood. Like, for me, I felt like it was a really big step. Like, what do you think about that?
I feel like we always joke and say that AVN's like the porn Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
So like actually be getting like talked about at the Oscars is like, oh,
Yeah.
that's a real little goosebump moment. Okay, go us.
Yeah. I mean, do you think that like sex work is starting to be recognized as real work? Like, are we becoming more mainstream?
Absolutely. But I think a lot of it is like getting glorified still, that it's super easy. And like, I feel like this could get me canceled, but the OnlyFans only girls kind of ruin the mainstream porn girls image because they're like, oh, I imply, I don't show anything, which is fine. Do your imply, but don't promote that you're doing full-blown sex work because that's not.
Yeah, so look,
that's risky modeling. Shut up.
So actually that brings up an interesting question that somebody asked me, and I actually didn't know how to answer that. What is sex work specifically?
I feel like being completely vulnerable and being your truest self, naked and afraid on the internet, that is sex work.
So for you, it sounds like it means that when you're doing something that you're kind of like, you're taking chances, right?
Going all in.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're risking the potential for stigma that'll follow you around for the rest of your life.
Yep.
Relationships that'll be difficult to enter.
Losing relationships even.
Losing relationships, being ostracized from society, from your family, from friends. So for you, like, that's what like
sex
being
work
in
is
sex
going
work
all
means.
in. Absolutely.
Interesting. Because I was trying to define it by like, what specifically do you do, right? Like, does it mean you're modeling naked? Does it mean you're showing your vagina? Does it mean you're showing your butthole? Does it mean you're masturbating? Like
so many.
But for you, it's like the risk that you take, right?
The risk.
Like like what the results are in terms of what comes after. That makes sense. I never looked at it that way, but that makes sense.
Now I'm looking at it your way and I'm like, wait, am I saying it wrong? But no, I do it as in the risk. That's what makes me a sex worker is I'm risky. And I do it all.
Yeah.
Except for a gangbang. I haven't done that yet.
Oh.
Yet.
But you did a blowbang.
Yeah, I did.
Which you won an AVN award for.
I did.
Which was awesome to see you go up on stage. And I loved your quote at the end where you thanked your boyfriend
for letting me suck dick on the internet. Shout out to you, babe. Thank you again.
And you were quoted again later on.
Oh yeah, by Anna.
Yeah.
She's like, and like Ryan said, thanks to my boyfriend. And I'm like, yes, thank you, boyfriends. Because it's hard. These boys that we call our boyfriends, like I've had definitely my fair share of boyfriends that later on are like, me or your job. And I'm like, my job?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
This isn't even in the same category. Obviously, my job.
Yeah.
Love you. Bye.
What makes you decide to pick your job first?
Because at the end of the day, my job's never going to make me choose between the two. Like, I could have both, I guess. And if I don't have the boyfriend, I'll still be able to take care of myself with my job. Where if I only have my boyfriend, guess what? I'm not going to be able to take care of myself financially.
Yeah. Then you're very much reliant on him.
Exactly. No one wants to be reliant on a person. Well, you should never be reliant on a person.
Yeah. So
maybe
dating,
like emotionally, but not financially.
Yeah. So dating is hard.
Yeah. Except for mine now. Love you, babe.